People used to hesitate while sharing their work over social media. At the age of 19, क्या आपको सही में 24 LPA की जॉब मिल गई थी?
Yes, kind of. I would say luck had a part in it, but yeah, that's true. So it was kind of random. Matlab, I didn't expect that I would, but yeah, ended up getting somehow.
What were the social media channels where you had posted your work?
Well, so I began this, posting primarily through Twitter. So Twitter was my primary goal whenever I used to learn something or do something or achieve something. Twitter was it go-to platform for me, and that became that started from there. And then I made a LinkedIn as well. I didn't find it as good as Twitter, but I continued posting there as well, and then later on Instagram, and also more like creating content around the same content that I used to share on Twitter.
Oh, what was the process like? The founder of that company saw your post something.
Yeah. So the process was like I began learning these things around blockchain, primarily Solidity, and more about blockchains and in general crypto. And I came here through an internship I got. The company was called Z-Fi. And after that internship, while I was doing that internship, actually, I was going to like a bunch of meetups here in Bangalore, and yeah, just talking to people, making connections, and somewhere I joined a Discord channel somewhere through that meetup, and there someone was posting like we are hiring for a blockchain developer.
Okay.
And I just reached out to them that yeah, we are a team. At the time we were freelancing, so I had my friends as well. So I just reached out to them that we are a team, and we do freelance work, and that's how like I got to know them. We did like first month it was contractual freelance. Another friend was also working with me, but after that they wanted someone full time. So yeah, I just said I can join.
Then you moved to for preparing for IIT and JEE.
Yeah, that was like way before. So this whole thing happened after I couldn't clear my IIT.
Okay, okay.
That is.
So after like preparing for IIT, you started exploring your domains.
Yes.
So what was the whole elaboration process like? If anyone wants to, after post boards, we all used to have a time where we can explore ourselves before college previously.
Correct.
What was the first domain you kept hands on to it?
Yes, so even while I was in preparing, I wasn't really preparing much at that time. So started with freelancing in general. So I did a bunch of things like video editing. I tried doing working as a virtual assistant, which was kind of very boring, but at the time was paying. So I did that as well. But later on, I shifted to coding because that was something I wanted to do long term. So I bought a good laptop after that, and with the money that I saved, and started learning programming in general. But I somewhere realized that programming, okay, is fine, but I want to do something that is kind of new, trendy, or maybe something different, because like there were a lot of web developers at that time, and it was very competitive field to get into.
You want to stand out something.
Correct. So that was important for me because to get into this thing without having any degree, I need something where there is good demand but less people are doing. Maybe it is a little difficult, but I was up for the challenge. So, and honestly, it was not that difficult as I assumed it to be. I was just learning these things for a few months, and yeah.
You're talking about blockchain.
Yes.
It was not. So, like, how did you started into getting into blockchain, Solidity, vagera? If a beginner wants to learn from you.
Yeah, so I would say the way I started was I just started like reading more about it, watching more podcasts around it, and learning more about why it is needed, how it works, and the whole history of crypto and stuff, and about Ethereum, and reading their white papers, and learning more about EVM and stuff. So I learned everything for free. Actually, there was a bunch of resources available on YouTube. Actually, so I didn't spend a penny on any of my learning. But yeah, like it took time, and initially it took, I guess, 3-4 months for me to just get a basic grasp of the concepts around blockchain. But yeah, after that, I was able to secure an internship because I was programming in Solidity, had some basic coding skills, and luckily I got that internship and I moved to Bangalore, and that was the best thing that happened actually.
And like, you never thought of starting something of your own?
Yeah, I had that in my mind somewhere back, but I knew that to start something of my own, it's difficult to start with no leverage in the start because I was just a kid out of didn't even went to college yet, so I needed to spend maybe some few years doing work or like figuring things out before starting something and taking it seriously, because that's a very big step. And I think it was right because starting something of my own after I have a good network, good understanding of
That
things,
works.
and that would be kind of like a better way or easier way. But yeah, that was the path I chose.
What was your parents' perspective when you told him that I don't want to go for a regular college?
Yeah, they were kind of hesitant, and that's why I convinced them somehow that there's something called a distance learning, and I'll still get a degree. And that's how they like actually agreed. And one of the reason was that before even doing that, I was earning a little bit through the freelancing that I was doing by doing video editing, somehow virtual assistant, like here and there. Somehow I was making some money, so they had something in their mind that he can probably do something. Could be that they allowed me to get into distance learning and not do a regular college. But yeah, that was important. Like for me to spend some time and figure things out of myself.
Harsh, what was the one thing which makes you stand out? Yeah, everyone used to prepare. Everyone has different ways of preparing. What was your way? During your school time, how was your life?
Uh, I don't know how I stand out, but yeah, during my school time, I was very studious kind of person. Like not till ninth, 10th, but yeah, after that, I was like always, studying and learning more about things. My goal was, just to get into good IIT, like good college, and become a software engineer at that time itself. But yeah, so I just knew that I have to study hard, all the subjects that are there. I need to clear these exams. I need to get into college, and then everything from there will be automatically sorted out.
Okay.
But yeah, like that was my goal at that time. But it didn't happen that way because sometimes things don't go as planned. So you have to change your plans in order to do things. So I just kept changing, iterating, figuring out what would be best for me at the time and what can I do with the situation that I'm currently in. So yeah, I think could be that.
Did you still realize the process of IIT and JEE if you could have worked hard for them? So what was that if you have realized somehow कि वो life कैसी होती है and right now your life?
Yeah, I mean, that would have been pretty good as well. Like if I would have got good, like if I would have cleared my JE and got into an IIT or a good college, then probably I would have opted for that. But since I was not able to, there are a bunch of reasons for that. I couldn't go to that path, and I didn't found it pretty like good for me to go for a private college, theater college. So I thought maybe I can just spend 2 years on my own instead of going for college for 4 years. So
Okay. Harsh, I have a straightforward question for you. Like, a workaholic person will win or a creative person will win?
that's a tricky one. So like I think there's a balance needed there. You gotta do, like, I guess, like, not, this is not my words, from what I have read, from what I've seen, but from whatever I have like learned about, like, you have to work hard in the start. You have to work hard a lot, but you have to also do it a little creatively so that you can stand out, or you can do something different. You can think, why are you working hard? And you can think logically, like, does this make sense to do the same thing that everyone's doing, or there can be a way where I can creatively stand out, because that's important, because there's a bunch of people doing a lot of things, and if you want to be best in something, you have to do it a little bit different way than
Creative.
everyone else do.
Like, you mean initially work hard, go around the concepts, and then try to find something creative over it?
Correct. Initially, you have to grind and work hard. Then you have to find a way you can be different. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Oh, Harsh, I think you can be a motivation for every freelancer, every student trying to get into college or trying to figure out the things beyond academic. I still didn't get the answer of the question. What makes you different? Like, everyone do freelancing. What's the one thing which you created something differently? Here?
I'm not really sure about that. maybe I got lucky. I'm not sure. At some point of time, I was just thinking it's mere luck for me that I was able to just like when I look at like back in time, just these dots like they somehow connected very well, and I think it's luck, but I'm not sure. Like it could be because of my mindset that I just wanted to like I had just clear good that this is what I want, and I will spend however long it takes to get it. So and yeah, I was just like learning constantly, figuring things out, and spending most of my time like watching tutorials or videos about new things coming out, reading blogs. But yeah, like could be that, and could be luck as well that helped. But yeah, like one thing I would say is that you need clarity. That's something important.
Clarity means what?
Clarity in the sense, clarity on what you want and clarity on how you want to achieve it. And this second thing can change. So the plans can change, but what you want, if it's constant and if you're like continuously iterating over your plans to get it, so there will be like it will not be as far as you think it is for you to achieve.
So
So
do networking works for you?
yeah, it did work. It works after a certain like extent. Like so, from what I've read and all, like networking is good, but uh, networking also happens when you do something good. For example, I didn't know you. Yeah, how do you know me? Because maybe I have done something right. Like you saw my Instagram page. You know that I'm doing this, so I can talk to you, and I have that network that I can reach out to you. So that's one way that you have done something, and there are people who want to kind of speak to you, or you can easily reach out to. The other way is that you have done something, but you want to explore new opportunities or meet new people and see different perspectives of people. So yes, it does help. If you are like a student, I would say do good, and like obviously work hard, uh, do whatever you want to do, like you learn whatever you want to learn. But I would say networking also will be a good option for you to spend some time, as it will also help you with your other skills that are also necessary.
I
Maybe.
think Harsh, if you have credibility, then only you can create connections with some legit people.
Correct.
Otherwise, you can end up with just with the same phase of people. No?
Yes, credibility is like actually important for building good connections and improving your connections as well. So, and it's one of the thing that is built, and it doesn't is not like somehow you get credibility. No, it takes years, maybe time, a lot of time for someone to build. So yeah, I agree on that.
Harsh, for freelancers, just tell me the sequence of social media platforms which used to be on the priority.
Yeah, so been long time I used any freelancing site, but I would say I started with freelancer at at that time. Then there was Upwork. Then there was, I guess, Fiverr. Fiverr is now very competitive from what I hear. There were a
In
bunch
case
of
of a
them.
social media platforms like Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn,
Yeah,
because these are
these
the
are
platforms where you will definitely get end up
yes.
working.
Yes, you can build connections and networks from which you can get freelance work. So if you portray yourself as a, let's say, full stack developer, and you start posting on Twitter about that, today I worked with this client, or today I did this thing. So people might get to know that you are a full stack developer, and they will see your tweets or they will see your LinkedIn posts, and they somehow someday they might have some work related to full stack developer. And if they know you, they can text you or message you that, hey, there's a gig that are you looking for. Maybe they can post. So Twitter is good way. Discord, even if you know people there, if you talk to people, like go in events or VC, and if you know people, they might reach out to you. There are channels as well. So yeah, any platform can be a freelancing platform if you want to make it. So you can get clients or get work from anywhere, any social platform. Yeah.
Okay, Harsh, like if anyone wants to start exploring, start getting into beyond academic side of, so there are some of the minute things like graphic designing, video editing, where everyone used to get into it. So what's the one thing which you could suggest? Like initially, ये चीज start करो, उसके बाद then go level up, because starting में they cannot go for blockchain.
Why not? Like the thing is, it's all about interest. Like start with what you find interesting. It doesn't matter if it's competitive. Doesn't matter if it's a lot of people are doing. because that will build your interest and you'll do it. And eventually you'll figure out that it's difficult. I need to be standing out, but you have to start with something that you find interesting, find fun, and you want to do. Okay. Then later on, if you feel like, okay, I'm getting bored, because after a point, even I felt that, then I will switch to the next thing that I find interesting. And if there is opportunity there, if I see that, okay, it's fun, it's cool, and there's opportunity to make money, or get ahead in this, and like it's very early, so I would just start reading and learning about it, and probably that's the way I would refer or prefer to go about it again. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. What are your future plans? So no plans as such. I would say I do as of now. I just wanna improve myself in the way that my skills. Even I'm not a perfect developer. There's no such thing as perfect developer. So like I need to work on my skills. I need to work on what I know, and I need to expand that. So yeah, I'll be working on myself for few years. Maybe if I find something quite interesting, I might do something else, but as of now the plan is to work on myself. Yeah. So in case of do you have something to start off your own also? Yeah, so in between I did work on a project because I was feeling like, so there's this thing called Buildspace, and I was part of it. I built a project called Link Collect. So I just built with a few bunch of people, and that was an interesting journey. Actually, it was like 4 or 5 months. We were kind of all in it, and building it, and like marketing it, and we gained around, I guess, 2,500 users in a span of 5 months. So that was good experience for me. It taught me a lot of things. It taught me about team management. Taught me about a lot of things aside of just coding. So yeah, and so it was a great experience, and I would love to do it again. But next time I probably build a product, I want to be more into it, and I want to spend more time like probably figuring out why I'm building this, and if I'm building this like something that people want, and slowly maybe I want to get like learn more about that. So I'm still in the very early phase of that, but I think in future, yes, sir. Harsh, just elaborate the process how you get into the finals of Buildspace hackathon. It was like मतलब इतना भी कुछ complex नहीं था. So we started like I first built a team. एक team बनाई, तो उसमें 3-4 लोग थे, and then we applied. We got accepted somehow. So उसके बाद फिर process was simple. हमें हर week में we have to like update upon what we built, and we were just like updating upon that same thing. And last I guess 2 weeks में अगर like if you submitted I guess 4 out of 5 updates, तो मैं chances थे select होने के. So उसमें तो हमने कोई कमी नहीं छोड़ी थी. So we submitted every update, and luckily we got accepted. So like उसके बाद फिर demo का thing था. तो after we got accepted, we just had to make a video, and we made that explaining everything that we have built so far. And उसके बाद they like our project Link Like was basically selected for the final. So and it was kind of new for me as well, मतलब first time था. So it like and actually हमने 2 season में apply किया था. First time में we couldn't qualify. Second season में we were able to qualify. और लोगों ने क्या क्या बनाया था? बहुत लोगों ने बहुत अच्छी अच्छी चीजें बनाई थी. There was some guy was building like a neuron with like doing competition computation using neurons. So it was crazy thing, man, something like that. And बहुत सारे लोगों ने अच्छे अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट बनाए थे. और एक था, आई थिंक इट वाज कि तुम रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हो. However day was, you can just speak in a mic or record a video, and the AI will be summarizing everything that you have said and create a good memory kind of thing. Just make video होगा, audio होगा, and a short summary of the points कि ये कर सकते हैं. That's cool. So yeah, अच्छे projects थे. And आपका project फिर कैसे select हुआ? Like I don't know. Oh, I think from what Farza was saying, I think because like I was consistent. हमने 2 season में apply किया, and I was we also went viral on Reddit, one post, and also we were posting regularly on Twitter as well. So probably they picked it up from there.
Harsh, during 2022 यार ब्लॉकचेन मेटावर्स वेब 3 दे वर इन बूम, एकदम से थोड़ा सा डाउन आ गया, तो आप स्कोप कैसा समझते हो इन चीजों का?
यस, ये इसमें अप्स एंड डाउन्स बहुत देखने मिलेंगे आपको, क्योंकि this is like a very this is very common for the space. There are cycles. So हर 4 year में there is a cycle that happens in blockchain, which is 2 साल का bull market and 2 साल का bear market होता है, which has been happening for past like 12 years, I guess. So that has become a norm now, and the cycle start after mostly around the halving of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin में halving होती है, जिसमें सप्लाई जो है वो कम हो जाती है, राइट? लाइक जो सप्लाई न्यू सप्लाई आ रही है मार्केट में, वो हाफ हो जाती है. सो वो अभी एक्चुअली 10 दिन में है हाल्विंग में. एंड उसके बाद और उसके समय इट्स अ बुल मार्केट. उसके बाद फिर इट्स अ बेयर मार्केट. सो अप्स एंड डाउन देखने मिलेगा. जब बुल मार्केट होगा, यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ जॉब्स, यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड टू मेक मनी. People do a lot of things, like there's a lot of volume in the market, but in the bear market you don't see that. So yes, ups and downs hai. In bear market you might feel like web3 is dead or blockchain is dead and all, but like core builders are building at the time. The companies start in the bear market because बहुत साइलेंस होता है, and there's not a lot of fuzz. It's just a plain, like just head downs and building products.
there's an anticipation कि आने वाला है boom market का ना.
They know, right? So इसलिए they keep building no matter what.
Okay, no matter down or ups
Yes,
में.
yes.
Okay, so Harsh, you didn't try to just invest in blockchains वगैरह में?
I did invest. Actually, I don't invest a lot, not all my whole wealth, but I do have some investments, like, and I do a bunch of stuff as well. उसमें, so I also farm airdrops. अगर नहीं पता हो तो basically you have to do transactions, right? So if you do a bunch of transactions on particular new network, you get free reward for that, and that free reward is worth a lot sometimes. So did that as well. I also hold lot of crypto, and I do invest.
So why people used to choose like building something in blockchain instead of just trading down there?
Yeah, because choosing trading, you need capital, and building on blockchain, you don't need capital. You need your time.
That's a straightforward answer, na?
Once you get the capital, you can probably spend it the way you want. You can invest, you can farm, you can do anything. But building on blockchain, you can make money. You can also learn about it more. You can get more in depth, and you'll know more about the projects that are there and their technicals. Like why are they so up? So like why are the prices so high? Or why they boom so like 1000% in 2 months. So you'll understand more of that.
Okay, तो as summarizing ऐसा है कि जब क्रिप्टो और ब्लॉकचेन का डाउनफॉल होता है, जब भी दे आर वर्किंग.
Yes, they are working all the time.
कि उनको पता है कि एक बूम का टाइम आएगा जब वो सारा इन्वेस्टमेंट जो कर रहे हैं वो सारा निकाल लेंगे.
सारा तो नहीं निकालते, partially, but yes, they know that there will be a bull market, and big players in the game, they invest and they hold for long term, because अगर हर 4 साल में सप्लाई हाफ हो रही है, so for example Bitcoin जो है ना, that drives the volume of all the other currencies. अगर Bitcoin like 10% ऊपर जाता है, बाकी करेंसीज like 30-40% ऊपर जाते हैं.
Okay.
So Bitcoin is currently like अभी तो 70K पर, but it's going halving. Okay. And ये हर 4 साल पे होगा, and हर 4 साल में ये सप्लाई कम होती जाएगी, और कुछ अगले 10 साल में it will be like बहुत ही कम Bitcoin जो है वो आएंगे सप्लाई में, बहुत ही कम हो जाएगा. जितने माइन होने वाले थे, आई गेस 80-60% ऑलरेडी माइन हो चुके हैं, एंड बहुत सारे बड़े बड़े अभी ETF आया है, बिटकॉइन ETF यूएस में लॉन्च हुआ है. सो लाइक लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑन अराउंड बिटकॉइन, एंड दैट ड्राइव्स द प्राइस ऑफ बिटकॉइन अप, एंड इट विल कंटिन्यू टू हैपन एवरी 4 year. सो मार्केट will continue to go up for next 20 years, and I don't see it coming down, crashing to zero at all. Like Bitcoin is not going to zero, obviously. So because a lot of big people like BlackRock, if you've heard of, they are also like getting into that and stuff. So
how to grab these informations, like what BlackRock is doing, and there are several families similar like that, unknown bilkul.
Yes, it happens on Twitter. You can subscribe to few newsletters. You can check out some news websites. But yeah, you can be part of civil communities, Telegram channels, Discord, but you get to know what is happening in the space if you're in there. And yeah, these things affect a lot. The fluctuations happen. It's very volatile because of these things.
So will you be following link collect now या फिर job ही करनी है आपको आगे?
Yes, the product is there. So it's not like I'm gonna close it because it's running, and I have it like it's going on. It's the marketing side of things are not looking good, but yeah, the existing people, they're loving it. So maybe not. I'm not really sure at that moment at this time, but yes, I'm not gonna like shut it down. Matlab, it will be live, but I also want to do like explore and like learn and work, actually do job.
And what was that FTX wali story?
That is interesting. So FTX is basically a company, right? It was like a exchange, a centralized exchange, mainly popular in US, and उनका एक token भी था FTX. So a lot of people, because exchange popular होता है, token में invest भी करते हैं. But the thing happened was कि पता चला कि FTX actually इनके parent company Almeida Research, like they're basically using the users funds जो deposit किए जाते हैं, मतलब जो भी deposit करते हैं लोग, they were using that and investing it somewhere else without the permission.
Okay.
So people got to know that, and then a lot of things happened. Binance tried to acquire them.
कितना पैसा फंसा होगा लोगों का around?
And I think everyone who had invested in FTX coin that was trading at 10, 12, 15, I don't know, it was like it went to zero, literally almost zero. So a lot of people lost money there. And बाकी जिनका फंसा था exchange में, I think I think a lot of money. I would say maybe $1 billion. So that's crazy. And there was like a very like bearish moment. एक दो महीने market बहुत down था. सिर्फ FTX नहीं, बाकी चीजें भी down जा रही थी. But yeah, a lot of such thing happens, and that tells like you should not go all in something. Okay, not you should diversify everything that you are
coin में ही नहीं जाना.
And yeah, and that's why people say not your keys, not your money. So private, अगर blockchain पे पैसा रख रहे हो, don't keep everything on the exchange. Keep it in your private wallet, because no one can take that money if you have it in a private wallet, your wallet. So yeah, keep your money, mostly majority money in your wallet. Some you can keep in exchange, and diversify your portfolio. Not like go all in one coin, like meme coins or something.
Harsh, Gen Z students, those who are looking to start something in trading, blockchain, तो उनको क्या करना चाहिए initially?
So like trading, I would say not to directly start with crypto, but since I don't have much background with that, I have done that trading, but I would say don't directly start with crypto. It's very volatile, and I would say start with something like probably stocks or just easier. But for people getting into blockchain for development, to probably work there are Web3 designers, there are Web3 graphic designers as well. There are Web3 like people who work majorly with crypto companies. That so for them, they can just start to go to events and meetups and speak more about themselves, and that they are looking for an opportunity in the space.
Okay.
So there are a bunch of events they can go into, Web3 events, and they can just meet people, network with potential startups, and probably get into that. And then from there, it becomes easier.
So thank you, Harsh. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your presence.
Thank you very much for like hosting this, and I had fun speaking to you. And yes, it was fun. चलो अभी चाय पीते हैं.